So we did get off track a little bit, but I wanted to get your thoughts on just Adam Schefter and just the reports that, no trade value.
Got time on his hands, man.
A lot of
He
time.
got time on his hands. And I really listen. I would like to argue the fact that there is trade value for Trey Lance, but at this point, let's be honest. It's going to take a team that believes in him or has a vision for him that most teams aren't going to be able to see, because you're only as good as your last game and you're only as good as your availability. I can't argue with if Schefter comes on and says, hey, there's no market for him. It makes perfect sense to me. If a team were trying to trade for Trey Lance, they would have to have a plan intact. Like, this is the guy that we see something in that we could build around. That team should be the 49ers, in my opinion. I don't think, and for Schefter to say there's no trade value, you look around the league, man. Why would you trade for a Trey Lance if you're a struggling team, right? Knowing that you have two guys coming in next year that could be generational talents. It would make no sense. You'd never risk trading for a quarterback in his third year. Then next year he's going to have an option that you're going to have to pay. It just wouldn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for a team to trade for a Trey Lance.
So I think there are a lot of people there's a lot of people that would say, well, he doesn't have – oh, look, see, he just has no value. And I kind of look at it from the standpoint of you, like, look at the other factors into this, right? Yeah. One, even last year, let's say prior to the draft, who is going to trade for him with whatever situation they are? And that's difficult when a lot of teams that would maybe potentially trade for him have either higher draft picks or already have another quarterback in place. And I think why I wouldn't give up much for Trey Lance, because I would give up next to nothing. Well, just because you used 3 first-round picks on him doesn't mean that I have to give you anything close to that type of value. He's the highest-paid quarterback on your roster currently. You want to go all in with Brock Purdy, and kind of don't know what to do with Trey Lance. So I'm not going to give you the top value for a player that is so dispensable to you and your team. And he's only played 4 games and hasn't proven he can stay healthy. So because of those things, and that's not me saying I don't think he can be good, but if he is going to be good, I'm going to find out by giving you the bare minimum. So I think when it comes to, a trade value for him, I understand it. I don't think that there should be a trade value for him. And if I were a team, I wouldn't give up much to get him either. And I can believe that he's going to be great. I can believe he's going to be good, but that still doesn't mean that I overpay for the unknown just because you spent a lot on it. It's like somebody buys, like, I don't know, I watch a lot of HGTV, and they got these houses that, like, my girl loves HGTV. Yeah. And you can't go into the house. You got to see the house from the outside. But just because they paid $1 million for this house, hey, it's in foreclosure. Like, I see all these issues or whatever, and it's like, I'm not gonna pay what they paid for it. I'll give y'all $200,000 cash price right now, and you're gonna have to take it because you got any other options. So I think it's more.
You're getting 25 cents on the dollar for that one, buddy.